Mikołaj Górecki is one of the greatest Polish composers of the 20th century. And there is no exaggeration in it that although many people find classical music difficult and interesting, you imagine Symphony number 3, written in the 1990s, inspired by Polish folk culture, tradition, Polish Catholicism, and the Marian cult. It is not a coincidence that Górecki dedicated his choral composition Totus Tuus, written in 1980 and 87, to Pope John Paul II. A new edition of the symphony, in which the vocal parts were performed by the American singers. Recording of the first symphony were made by, among others, excellent Polish singers. Also, Górecki became an international celebrity almost overnight. In the United States alone, 150,000 records with the recording of the first symphony were sold. We live in an era of childishness, I believe. Children should receive two things from their parents, roots and wings. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe said, these beautiful words recalled in the book, in my words, indicate the deep meaning of our relationship with children, both in the family and outside it. Although it is parents who most often create the foundations in a child's life, teachers also play an extremely important role in building their wings. The roots that we can give children are a sense of security, belonging, and acceptance at home, but also at school. Teachers who show children respect and create space for free expression support this foundation, helping students feel important and valuable. Wins are something that children gain from relationships that inspire them to discover passions, learn through experience, and think boldly. A teacher who looks at the child with faith in their abilities and with love for the learning process can become a guide for their development, just like parents at home, and so on. So, city people always do not appreciate the parties we saw in the Polish landscape. It does not matter that sometimes their air is too thick to become clear. We always need joy, and nothing would do us better, would not make us happier than eating a cake in Christmas time. And that evening also. And this is how it used to be. We ate one sandwich, we drank from one cup ice cream from 4 leeks and apples from bites. In summer we washed the dust in the river. I remember from my childhood. In winter, frozen with the robin up to our chins, we slid down the hills. We spent whole days running around the yard. There were no probiotic in capsules. There was a bottle of kefir and sauerkraut. There was no milk healthier than the warm one milked by hard-working hands. Bathing in the river was safe. Water drank straight from the spring didn't harm anyone. We stole vegetables from garden. We hid fruit from orchard. In our blouses, we ate everything unwashed. Wild strawberries, blueberries, raspberries. They were also pecked by foxes then, but they didn't disgust anyone. They didn't poison anyone. Today, children's hands must be washed with a handkerchief, soaked in something hydroxybenzoate. Sterility is fashionable now. It is more important than health. Today, only lunatics are not afraid of life, and they long for the old days. The wealthy visit Christmas fairs all over Europe on these days. You can't overestimate the stupidity of the general public, said Charles Bukowski. I think that most people only think about injustice when it happens to them. Others always move forward, which is what moving one foot to the other your Stanisław. Wishes to all of you, in addition to health and family and Christmas joy. And the end of my words to you, I would like to say about it. On Monday morning, December 9, 2024, an explosion occurred in the Eni warehouse in Calenzano, in the province of Florence. The official death toll is 5 dead, 26 injured, 2 seriously. The victims are Vincenzo Martinelli, Carmelo Corso, Gerardo Pepe, Franco Cirelli, and Davide Baronti. According to the initial reconstruction, everything was caused by the explosion of a tanker during a loading maneuver. The Prato prosecutor's office has opened an investigation for multiple homicide regional mourning on December 11, today. Solidarity of Mattarella, President. I would like to express my condolences to the wives and families of the victims of the tragedy. I promise to pray for you, for your husband and fathers.